Hey guys, it's your boy Blackrue back with another video. Catch me every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Benzinga on the Ruell Report. We cover stock, we cover crypto, and we have a little question and answer session at the end. It's with my boy Luke Jacoby. Check us out. And if you want this information first, my Patreons always get this information first. The link to the Patreon will be in the description below. Thanks so much, guys. Let's have a little Brandon first. Let's get it. Mad thanks to my longtime friend Scott. He hooked that up for me. If you guys need any graphic design, check out his website. It's Nerdface. That's nerdface.com. All right. So let's get into it here. I think there may be some big moves for ETH Killers coming up. And our focus is going to be on ADA, DOT, and Solana. All right. Specifically, what's going on with Bitcoin, their smart contracts, and their test nets. Let's get into it. All right. So, big moves for these guys coming up. Everybody knows who follows me on Twitter, which is Blackrue. Everybody knows that my Patreon. Everybody knows Cardano's smart contracts are coming up in about 80 days here. A little less than 80 days. They're already launching their testnet, and people are already on their testnet working out and seeing if their coin works properly on Cardano. Some interesting news I found looking on coinmarketcalendar.com is a bunch of different test nets coming up for Polkadot. We got Poker Bridge, which you guys all know I'm very high on. If you check out the Ruell Report, we've gone over this coin. And we got Pokedex and Kylan, which is like a Oracle. Its testnet is coming up. Pokedex's testnet is coming up. And Poker Foundry and Poker Bridge. So very good catalysts for these coins that their testnet's coming up. So Poker Bridge, testnet to the Polkadot parachain, Poker Foundry, substrate testnet. And then we got Pokedex on the 4th of July, which is kind of odd. But anyways, and Kalen on the 30th of June. So big testnets coming up for Polkadot. And another thing, guys, that may have gone just overlooked is that Polkadot and Solana are now listed on Coinbase, right? One of the biggest American exchanges. So look out for that. They're already listed on Coinbase. Polkadot, Solana, Cardano was listed a little while ago. So we got some big catalysts coming up for these guys. So a lot of it will depend on what's going on here with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as you can see, is really close to that death cross right here. If you look at my my little indicator here, it already kind of says it passed the death cross on the daily. But I kind of set my indicators so they react a little bit early. But it's close to covering this death cross. But what I told my guys in the Patreon, really, the only thing we really need to worry about is if Bitcoin passes 30K. So let me get rid of my other indicators down here. So here we have the huge drop on Bitcoin, right? This is when everybody was panicking. So it dropped huge. But here around 30K, that's when all the money came in and stabilized it. So really, you really only have to worry, in my mind, if Bitcoin drops below this 30K. And Let me give some props to my Benzinga fam here. Um, Nomadic Trading. He comes on late nights on Benzinga. He also did some chart analysis on this. Really big ups to the guy on Nomadic Trading. Um, he too. This was a point he was looking at, and I totally agree with him. This is when a lot of money came flowing back into Bitcoin. So I sincerely doubt that it drops below this 30K point. That's the point we really want to worry about. Everyone's talking about the death cross, but to me, I mean that's important because that's when the 20 when the 200 goes above the 50, and that means it's technically on a downtrend or maybe a bear market. But I think the thing we really want to be concerned about here is this 30K mark. If it dips below that, then we'll have some problems. But I don't see it dipping below that because a lot of people put their money back in here at 30K. I don't think it's happening. So that's the point we really want to look at. But with all these test nets coming up, and with Cardano having its smart contracts coming up in about 80 days, big news coming up for these ETH killers. Solana's a little bit more quiet about what they're doing, but they just had a big money, 40, I think it's like $40 million given to them for their project. So they're not going to be left behind by Polkadot and Cardano. They're going to be something to monitor. All right, guys. So, like I said, check me out on the Benzinga channel, the Ruell Report, every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Like and subscribe. Look at the Patreon if that's something that works for you. Check out these videos here. Much love, much respect for watching. Peace.